Hey, what's up, guys? This is Sin or Jackson, whatever you want to call me, I guess. And this is going to be episode one of my Charlton Athletic Youth Academy Road to Glory, uh, Career Mode, whatever it is. Um, I've been looking forward to this one. I've already set up some custom kits, as you can see there in like the bottom. But I'm looking forward to it. I've already got a manager in place. So I'll show you guys that once we get into the actual save. But yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and start this up. So this entire save is based around the Youth Academy, which is why I'm going to be starting in League 2. So I definitely want to start off like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and advance. Alright, so I've already set up the stadium here just really quickly. I named it the Valley, of course. It's going to be Ivy Lane. And I just set up the stadium color and stand color is red. I messed around with the net a little bit. Didn't really mess with the field too much, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and advance here. So I've decided on ultimate difficulty. I already have a save on FC24, and I find it really easy, and I can only find a balance on ultimate. So that might change, especially with the League 2 quality, but we'll see. But we're gonna go ahead and start this save up.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
So I've gone ahead and set up the coach hirings. I haven't really messed around at all with that stuff. I just hire the best stars for the position, so it is what it is. So as you can see, this is keeper's kit, and this is the home kit that I made. It's just pretty clean. Nothing fancy going on. There is a texture you can't really see from this like lighting setup, but I think it's decent. Definitely better than what they had before. So as you can see right here, it says Charlton Athletic Point Your Boss. This is a player I had in like a previous FIFA. I think it was FIFA 22. It might have been 23 though. And he was the captain of my Amion career mode, and I had a lot of fun on that. And I just wanted to bring him here. His name is Adrian Baron, and he was a midfield boss, and I'm looking forward to him. Just influencing this team with his winning mentality. So one of the first things we want to do here at Charlton is to set up our youth system. So let's go straight into the youth staff and see what we got going on. So we have a 3-star, 2-star. Let's see what we can do. We have a £3 million budget. Signing Nicky Lodden here is pretty enticing, but I don't think it's worth it, especially at this level. I'm actually gonna go with Stanley Barker here, and then hire maybe another 3-star, 3-star. That's probably, yeah, it's best. And I'm gonna go with the Icelandic dude here. So I'm gonna set up the scouts to go to nations right now. I think I've decided on sending Lucas Townsend to England just because we need some homegrown talent. And then for the other two, I'm just gonna pick some like random countries and see where we go from there. So I've decided to send Lucas Townsend here to England looking for physically strong players, and then Barker and Helgerson here are going to the Philippines and Namibia for just any type of player. And I'm definitely looking forward to that because I'm not going to be using any of these real players that we have in the team so far. So now it's probably a good time to take a look at the Youth Academy, see what got going on here. All these names are going to be changed to something else. I'm not going to be sticking by these the names that FIFA has already in the database. I'm going to be using the internet and randomly generate names just to give some like life and flavor to these players that, you know, EA obviously does a terrible job at. Like for example, here you have Stanislav Shevchenko. Shevchenko is such a common Ukrainian name in this game. It's such a popular country too. It's a big country, and they have like no name diversity. It's so tragic. But this is a decent youth academy right now. So there's some 15-year-olds, but I'm gonna promote everyone that's above 15, and I'm liking the look of Zimmerman. I'm liking the look of Forster here as a winger. It's pretty exciting, and Fisher. But yeah, yet again, these names are not sticking. So okay, the next thing we want to do is definitely take a look at the free agents list. There's not gonna be many names, but if there's anyone that we can pick up immediately, that would be perfect. So I'm here in the short list. These were the 3 available players on the free agents list, and to be honest, I'm thinking of changing their nationalities because these players are always generated. I always see a Northern Irish cam, and I always see a Romanian striker in the free agents list. So I might be looking to randomly just change their overalls or change their nationalities. I'm taking a look at Marius Radu here though. Great overall. This guy would just slot into the team and probably be our best player, which I'm not ecstatic about happening. So I don't think I'll be signing Marius Radu. I'm trying to make this as hard as possible. You guys aren't aware at this point, but I like the look of Keith White and Casey Coyne. I might change their nationalities to like some other British, UK, or Irish nationalities, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm here in team management. I got all the players, all the youth players that we have available at the club. So Zimmerman, Coyne, David Shevchenko, Kaya, White, and Fisher, and Forster here in the wing. So we just need 1, 2, and 3 more players in defense and on the wing just to fill out a full 11 of youth academy players. Now it's time for me to completely change all the names and maybe some nationalities of some of these players. So I'll get back to you guys when I finish with that. So we're back here. I've edited all the players in the team, all the generated players with new names, and 2 of them have 2 new nationalities. So if we just do this, you could see Isam Nandi from Germany. We have Bo Taverner from England at right back. We have Bobby Madigan from Ireland in midfield. Joel Cimetière from Australia. Dmitry Nikolenko from Ukraine. Riley Nivison from New Zealand. Alayanki from Turkey on the right wing. And up top we have Abelard Anyeni from Germany. So we're set to just advance here. Some of those overalls are going to update as we do that, and just let you guys know that I've got, for example, you see Yankee here. He was a CDM before, but I changed his position, and that's something that I am going to continue doing. I'm just going to automatically change their position in the editor because I'm not going to let the game, make me pay for their mistakes for misbranding a player in the wrong position because he was a CDM before. So I'm gonna keep doing that. It's literally the same player, the same attributes, just being recognized in a different position by the game as they should be. So I've gone ahead and transfer listed all the players, something I forgot to do earlier, but shouldn't really be that big of a deal. All the RIP players have been transfer listed, so we're gonna try to get in a completely game generated team as fast as possible. And also, just to let you guys know, we're not going to be playing those preseason games yet, just because we don't have a team that we're going to be familiar with this season yet. So I think it's worth just waiting and simulating those games. So we've arrived at the first match day of the league season. It's away at Gillingham. Team looks ready. We still have some holes to fill, but to be honest, this is probably the best we're gonna get right now. There aren't more players to get at this point, so I think we're ready to start up the game. Okay, and that's kickoff. All right. There's gonna be growing pains for sure to deal with, but I'm confident in our ability to be able to get through every challenge that we can get through this season and just see where we end up. To be honest, just gonna try to vibe as much as possible this season. This is Madigan, though. He got the dispossession on the Gillingham player, but wasn't able to find the good pass. This is Williams. Plays the ball into Malone here on the wing. He's going to dribble, looking for any player to find. Finds Nichols here in the middle. He's trying to be closed down by Cimetière. It's Williams. Nichols. Decent save by Namdi. Always needed to be saved, but he's decent positioning by the keeper there. His Aimer tries the shot, but it's blocked well by Jones there. It's Bobby Madigan. Finds Nivison. That's that to Chin. Bobby Madigan again. Getting involved. A lot of pressure here by the Gillingham players, but Nivolenko is found, but again, it's just not a good enough pass, and Yeni just couldn't be unlocked there. Linko looking to play the pass in for Nivison. It's a little bit of dribbling. It's an excellent tackle by Kenzie. Should move the ball again. Oh. Nivison finds the ball. Here's... And Yeni couldn't find our right winger, Yankee, but Nivison has the ball again. It's in Yeni! The ball was deflected by the Gillingham center back, and it hits the keeper, and it's out for a corner. So weird ricocheting going on there, but Charlton can't do anything there with the corner. Chance goes begging. Yeni, Nikolenko. Nivison on the wing. Can he get some space? Can he find a player? It's Nikolenko and Yeni. Team are keeping the ball here. It's Nikolenko. It's just completely dispossessed by Ogi. I think Gillingham are going to get out of this. And that's halftime. Game that probably should have seen at least a goal or two, but just some poor passing by both teams, to be honest. In the final third, some poor decision making. And the pressure got to the players. But I'm starting to get a little bit of a feel of certain players. I'm liking the feel of Nikolenko and Madigan. But we look forward to the second half. Gillingham give it away again. Here's Cimetière. Can he find Yeni? Can. Yeni's through here. Can he score? The first goal of the Charlton Youth Academy career mode goes to Yeni here. It's a great play there by Cimetière to find him, and Yeni kept the ball close enough. Decent dribbling, tiny little finish. Keeper actually got a touch there, I think. Very, very tiny touch, but was never ever going to change the course of the shot. And Charlton lead 1-0 here. Nivison here on the wing. What can he do? Decent dribbling there by Nivison. Finds Nikolenko to Yeni. Completely out-muscled by the Gillingham defender there. Should have got the shot off, but couldn't. Here's Lapsley here for Gillingham. Was found with a decent pass from midfield. Mackenzie to Mahoney. And Charlton deal. Yes, it's a poor pass and a pretty poor tackle there by Mackenzie. It's gonna be an absolute yellow card. Just can't be taking out my player like that. Nivison trying to get more out of that. It's probably never gonna be getting more out of that. I'm being completely honest, and Namdi hasn't really had much to do. Gillingham have gotten into our final third, but their decision-making and passing has been poor, whereas Charlton have improved in the final third in the second half. As I say that, here's Nikolenko to Nivison, to Yeni, into Madigan. It's a pretty central shot. It's saved by Turner. It's a bad tackle there, but he's Lapsley. Gets the shot off and Namdi saves pretty comfortably. It was a bad shot, but keeper showed composure there in the net to deal with that. Charlton could be breaking again. Here's Chin on the wing. Very, very tired, but definitely could find Nivison here to Nikolenko. It's good passing play. Here's Madigan. Just bad first touch. Here's Lapsley. He's looking for anything. Mahoney. Wide. Cimetière. Insigneni. Here's Nikolenko. It's a terrible, terrible shot. Needs to be showing a lot more composure there in that position. Trying not to jinx anything here, though. We know how FIFA scripting goes. It's Coleman to Williams. It's an insane shot. It's a commentator's curse. What do you do against that? What do you do against that? Seriously. Let's look at that. Let's look at this replay. Absolutely insane shot. It was always going in. If they had the chance, it was always going in. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous and completely undeserved. Gillingham have not worked hard enough in the final third to deserve a goal yet. That's really annoying. There's some dribbling. It's past 2. Here's Madigan. Yankee with bad pass. Tries to find Cimetière. It's not going to be finding anyone on our team. And it's going to be full time. It's 1-1. Completely undeserved by Gillingham, in my opinion. I don't think they played well in the final third. Might have had some possession, but I think Charlton, especially in the second half, showed a lot more composure and a lot better decision-making and execution. But I guess the most important thing about this game is just learning about these players and trying to figure out who plays like what and etc. Alright, it's August 5th, and I just saw some emails about monthly scouting reports from all 3 of our scouts, so let's get straight into those. So getting into our first one here, it's going to be from Namibia, with Silas David, Thomas David, and Emmanuel David, so triplets, and this is what I'm talking about with the name diversity in this game. It's absolutely atrocious. If I left this alone, it would just honestly just ruin everything for me. That's how important this is. But these guys don't look too bad. All of their potentials are pretty decent. And overall, it doesn't really matter at this point. So I'm honestly gonna sign up the 2 of them that can be promoted, and I'll leave Thomas David in there just to cook. See what else he can bring. Moving on to Stanley Barker in the Philippines. Adrian Rodriguez, probably just leave him there. Joshua Reyes, another 15-year-old. Another 15-year-old right there. Carlos Mercado. That's an excellent overall and a good potential. That's an easy sign up. And then Manny Rosales, not a great potential, but okay overall. 17 years old, we're absolutely just signing this guy up. And finally, we have Townsend in England, looking for physically strong players. Blake Wade here, looks like a defender. Probably fullback, 5'7". Definitely be adjusting height because fullbacks and wingers are way too short in the latest versions of FIFA and FC games. It's ridiculous. It's been like this for a little while now, and it's very annoying. So we'll be adjusting heights for players. Jasper Howe, honestly, very bad potential. Pretty unconvincing overall, but because it's a player we can promote, definitely just going to sign him up. Dexter Seymour here, decent overall, and potential doesn't really matter. Definitely signing this guy up. Same goes for Tomlinson here, and same goes for Ethan Steele. So now look, our youth academy is pretty populated here. We have a lot of promotions to get through here, and also a lot of players to rename, because pretty much all of these are not going to be staying. So we definitely have to be getting on that after we promote these players. But yeah, I'm absolutely promoting every 16 and 17-year-old right now. Honestly, the scouting reports were decent. I was expecting worse. I think we have a good lot here. It's a good amount, and we have enough for a full 11 of generated players and some players on the bench. So the next game is definitely going to be more interesting. So I've edited all the youth players that we just got from the scouting reports. I've edited their names and some heights, I think. Just one player with height, I think. But just to get straight into that, the first one's going to be Jay Fabinyi, who was originally a winger, but now he's a fullback and he's 60 rated. So this guy instantly starts. It's probably going to be very good for us to start off. So yeah, I'm excited about that, Jay Fabinyi. Next, we have Jesse Kana here, 50 rated, went up by 5, was originally a striker. Not great overall, but we'll definitely make do. We need numbers in defense. Same goes for Saskar Naholo for Namibia here. This guy's 5'11 center back, but has 76 jumping, so I'm not worried about height. And then we have Michael Saywell. This guy is 5'10, decent overall, pretty good to be honest, and will be a great backup to Bo Taverner. Then we have Elijah Council. So we have a lot of depth here at right back. Elijah Council's 48 overall. Edited his height to 5'10 from 5'7 because it wasn't accurate. So yeah, there's more depth there. Elijah Council at right back. Then we have Finn Geach here, 39 overall. Honestly, not really going to play many games, probably, but you never know. This guy could be an absolute gem in the rough. But this guy is 5'11, 39 overall. To start off, he's going to be on the bench because we have a couple of center mids here. But yeah, Finn Geach is definitely a welcome addition to the squad. Next, we have Clinton Gahol here from the Philippines. Really excited about this guy. He's probably going to be starting. He's very agile and dribbles really well. Not really the fastest, but I'm not really worried about that right now. But I'm looking forward to this. And I think we're probably going to change this position to right wing, but we'll see. Nipson's played well at left wing so far, but everything's subject to change. But I'm definitely excited for Gahol. Next is Hafni Shimi from Namibia, also a right winger. Not a great overall, but honestly faster than Gahol. So it's definitely just more of an option at right wing. So that's definitely exciting. And finally, we have Mariano Cabunco, another Filipino who's striker. There's good physicals there. Not the best overall, but we'll definitely take this. We need depth anywhere we can take it. So yeah, it's exciting. And that's going to wrap it up for episode 1. Next episode, we're going to start off with the game against Colchester here, who are 14th. I'm not really sure how that's going to go, but we're definitely going to be using a lot of the new players that we just brought up into the team from the academy. So stay tuned for that, and hope you guys enjoyed.